What's going on, everybody? I'm Brian, and I'm here again with James. How's it going, man?
Chilling, having a good Sunday.
Oh yeah, dude. Same here, same here. I worked all day, and if I look a little tired, it's because I am a little tired. I worked all day, and then we just got done with the podcast, and then obviously we're doing this one
Back to back.
back to back. Might as well, dude. But this is Drinking Games. This is the third episode of Drinking Games. And we're just here to have a good time, and we'll see where it goes. Obviously, we'll start with our beer that we're drinking today. It's the Stone Arrogant Bastard Ale. There he is.
Oldie but a goodie for me.
That this is gonna be my first time drinking it. And I was like, damn, when I looked at the price tag, I was like, this better be like one of the best ales I've ever drank in my life. So, I have not tried it yet. So, cheers, dude.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. That is good.
It's a strong ass ale.
Strong, but very tasty. Yeah.
It's their motto is like what is it, like piss beer or some bullshit, isn't us.
Whew. I don't know what the motto is. I know on the bottom of this bottle it says "You're not worthy." That's
Yeah.
That's a good little thing right there. That's really good. I like that. Oh yeah.
It's a liquid arrogance.
Liquid arrogance. And you said they have an even double arrogant ale?
Yeah, it's called a double bastard, and I was like gonna buy it, but it was $8, and I was like, this was on sale for $4, so. But that one's 11%.
Whew. 11% beer.
So,
I imagine that would be crazy. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
yeah, I mean,
How much percentage was Four Loko when they first came out? Not when they got pulled off the shelves and then
8.
brought back. It was 8?
Yeah.
Wow. So this is even
The only reason they got pulled off the shelves is because they had energy drink in it already, you know?
Yeah. So what they took the energy drink out and just flavored it pretty much? Because I remember,
pretty much.
you know, being someone under the age of 21 drinking that stuff. When that happened, and just like all my friends would just like drink one of those and like start throwing up
and get smashed.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Oh shit, dude! I'm so glad that you brought this up because me and my friends were texting.
Yeah.
This dude sent a meme, a Four Locos meme, about how it doesn't have how it's not the old style anymore, you know?
Yeah, it's different.
And like all of our friends were like texting about it, and this dude was like, the old Four Locos came with a lawyer's number and a pack of condoms. I was like, oh shit, dude.
I just remember there was this isn't my drunk story, but that we'll get into, but this is like kind of a shorter story. The girl I was dating at the time, it was her first time trying Four Loko. We had went to a party.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
Yeah. We had went to a party with at a friend's house. This is actually going to be the same friend's house. That story I'm going to tell a little bit later. We went to a party there, and literally we were drinking while we were driving. Obviously, bad thing. Don't do it. Don't drink and drive. It's stupid. But
Disclaimer.
yeah. But most of my stories will unfortunately probably have that disclaimer because I was a fucking idiot when I was a kid. But yeah, we were drinking while we were driving. We had gotten Four Locos, and I had also like brought a 12-pack of beer. I was mainly drinking the beer, and I bought like 2 or 3 Four Locos for her because that's what she wanted.
Fuck.
And
for
I just
a girl
remember,
too. Jesus Christ.
we pulled up to the party of the friend's house that we were going to, and she was already wasted and puking behind my car. And I just remember being like, God damn it, like, all right, I'm taking you home, like, this isn't happening, you know, like, and I don't even think I went back to my friend's house. I think I just went home kind of pissy. But like, yeah, Four Loko. That was when it was
I got an interesting story about Four Loko too, man. Like,
yeah.
with a girl. So we're going to a friend's wedding, and a bunch of my friends and I meet up at a hotel room that me and my wife were staying at. My buddy brings this chick, right? And we're all like, yeah, dude, we're going to get Four Locos and fucking smash a Four Loko before we go to the wedding. Because they have an open bar there, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So we get a bunch of them. We smash the blueberry one. Each of us smashed one. The girl that smashed one, halfway through the wedding, she's like fucking falling asleep. She's all fucking trashed. Like, my buddy had to take her home before the reception. He was so mad. I was dying, dude. Because she thought she could hang, man. Like, Four Locos was no joke back in the day.
No, man. When they first came out, they were nothing to play with at all, dude. They've obviously changed since then, but like, holy shit.
Unfortunately,
yeah.
if I could find one of those old ones, man, with caffeine in it, that's blackout drunk time.
Blackout drunk. Yeah, exactly. That shit will fuck your world up, dude. Oh my god. You don't know what's gonna happen when you drink those fucking old Four Locos. You might wake up next to someone you might not want to wake up next to. Under the
or in jail.
Or in jail. That too. That's never good.
Yeah. Or in the gutter.
Yeah. Just make sure not to wake up dead.
Yeah.
There's a movie reference for you. How do you wake up dead? No. Anyway. So yeah, drunk story time. There's actually gonna be a bit of weed smoking in this story too. Which I do advocate.
Don't smoke weed, kids.
Fuck it, smoke weed. I don't care. It's gonna be legalized soon. Do it. Yeah. Well, I mean,
yeah, it's legal over here.
Here's my thing. You know, like, yeah, it's illegal in more states than it's legal in. But come on, man. It's like the least worst drug. It's less. It's less worse for you than alcohol. Even though I fucking love drinking.
Yes.
You know, like I
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but if you're gonna do anything, you know, if you're gonna try my whole thing is, if you want to try the spectrum of drugs, try it, but then like, don't stick to the hard stuff. Get away, you know, like, don't do any of the hard shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to try,
just smoke weed and drink.
Yeah, just smoke and drink, you know what I mean? But if you want to try some of the other shit one time, that's fine. But I don't advocate doing that shit any more than the one time you want to try it. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, smoke weed.
Or just have good discipline.
What's that?
Or just have good discipline.
Yeah, have good discipline. Just smoke your weed and drink your beer or liquor if you like liquor. That's fine too. But just yeah. Obviously, like that's the only thing. Like I drink a lot more than most people probably.
Yeah.
I'm like a once every blue moon person when it comes to smoking weed. Like it's like once every couple months, really, honestly. And that's all I do. But anyways, this is another story where we went up to my buddy's house. I should say that there was a house that my buddy lived in, and then a guest house where his mom actually lived in. The guest house was actually pretty badass too, that his mom lived in. But he had his own house to himself.
That's awesome.
That was the party house for years before they moved out of that place. So there's this thing in North Florida in the Panhandle called the Chili Cook-Off. It's in St. George Island. It's this big thing for everybody there. Everybody in Florida goes to it.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, it's just fucking chili cook-off. I don't know. It's not as great now because like they charge you to get in, as well as like every time you try chili, you gotta pay like the people.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah. So it was a lot better back in the day, and this is one of those times where it's
I would have made some special chili.
Yeah, there you go. But anyways, like,
fucking fed it to everybody.
There was this chili cook-off. I'd been drinking the whole time. I was like, I believe I was still under the age of 21 at this time. So I was like, like going off to the side and drinking beer, like away from the cops. Like the cops don't really give a fuck if you're drinking in public during this chili cook-off, but they just don't want you to be an asshole. That's the whole thing. Like,
yeah.
So,
like chug a beer and fucking throw it on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. Even if they're like, is that guy even 21? They'll be like, well, he's not fucking doing anything, so whatever.
Yeah.
So it was one of those situations. I had been drinking quite a bit during this chili cook-off, walking around, The main part about it really is just running into all your friends and being like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, what's up? Hey, you want to come over here and smoke some weed? Sure, why not? Like shit like that.
Yeah.
So there was stuff like that going on. We were walking around. It was me and the same girl who ended up puking up the Four Loko. But different time. So we were walking around, and so we went there, and then we went to my friend's house that I was telling you about, the party house, and I just remember there was like a living room, and then there's this like room off to the side that was like a bedroom, and then like there was a loft that you like had to go up a ladder that was built onto the wall, and like that was like the smoke. That was like the smoking weed area, and like this is like during a party. I'd been drinking. I'd been playing beer pong. You know what I mean? And then we went into this smoking weed area, and I just remember smoking like 3 blunts with these people. Like that's like, that's.
So you're gonzo, dude.
I was gone. I was already drunk, and then I'd smoked like 3 blunts with these people. And this is like very early in my smoking weed days too. Like I really didn't do much of smoking weed at this time. And I just remember, like, after I had gotten done with the last one, I had gone down the ladder, and there was a couch, like, right next to the ladder. And I sat there, I drank a couple more beers, and then, like, it was literally like I was sitting on the couch, and the next thing I know, I fell over and just started puking all over the floor. And I just more, yeah, I just remember, like, vaguely my buddy,
that
like,
we gave you the spins.
grabbing. Yeah, I just remember my buddy, like, vaguely grabbing me and, like, throwing me in the bathroom. And yeah, he was just like, "Oh, you."
Yeah, that sounds rad.
Yeah, it was bad, but it was like something I remember. Just like, so I just remember that was like probably I want to say that's probably the most high I'd ever been.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you after drinking a bunch and when you drink and blaze, like, it gives you the spins hardcore.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. You know, like, here's the thing with smoking though, is I do enjoy drinking more when I'm smoking because, you know, with the like I get like mad fucking cotton mouth whenever I smoke. So it's like an ice cold beer just feels so fucking good going down whenever I'm smoking, you know.
Right.
So, like, I don't know. It is something, but that's my story. It's just like, yeah, I got like really high, really drunk, and just fucking like puked.
Yeah. Well, I was like thinking of a couple stories, but I think this one is pretty good. It gets told a lot. Like, I tell people this story sometimes, and they think I'm a fucking maniac. But and my friends, like, they think my friends are total fucking maniacs too. So, like, me and my buddies, like, we went to this club or whatever. Like, I just got a DUI 2 days before, and they're like, "Hey, let's go to this club and fucking drink and hang out." And I was like, "Cool, yeah, let's do it." So we go. I knew the like head of security there, so he let us in for free and all this shit. And me and my buddy Mario, he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, we're gonna go take a piss." So we go take a piss in the restroom, and he starts fucking with me, like pushing me into the urinal while I'm peeing, and like we're just kind of dicking around in the restroom, being assholes to each other, you know?
Right.
And this guy all of a sudden goes, "Hey, what are you, some faggots?" And we're like, "Dude, shut up, you fucking idiot. Fuck off." Like, we're drunk, you know. We're like, "Suck a dick, dude. Like, shut up." And so he starts, like, trying to get physical with us and pushing us and shit. Like, pushing me into Mario. And, like, we're like, "Dude, you don't know who you're fucking with, bro. Like, you're gonna regret this." You know, walking out of the restroom.
Yeah.
And, like, 10 minutes later, my buddy, he just came back from the Marines, you know? Like, he was in Fallujah, and he just came back from the fucking Marines, and, like, he's ready to, like, to fight and shit. Like, this guy's a maniac. So I tell him what happened. I go, "Yeah, see that guy over there, dude? Like, he was trying to fucking be a dick to me and Mario, you know? Like, what's that guy's fucking deal, dude? Look at him and his friends. They're a bunch of douchebags or whatever, you know?" And so he goes, "Hey, I want to fight that guy." So I'm like, "How are you going to fight him, dude? You just going to go up there and start punching him?" He's like, "No. Go drink his beer, bro." And when you're drinking his beer, dude, I'm going to go up and start shit with him. So I'm like, "Okay." So I go over to the dude's table, and I just look at him, dude, and I go, grab his fucking beer, and I start chugging it, dude, right in front of his face and all his friends.
Oh my god, yes.
And he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm drinking your beer." And he fucking pushed me, dude. And then all of a sudden, my homie Mike comes over, and he's like, What's up, bitch? I want to fight you and shit." And so they start fucking fighting, dude. And, like, we all, like, my friends and their friends just start going at it, dude. The last thing I kind of actually remember is, like, fucking stomping on this dude while him and my homie are, like, on the ground wrestling. I'm just stomping on this guy. And the security guard's like, get off him, dude. What the fuck's going on? Get out of here. They kick us all out, right? So we're out front yelling at each other. And so I'm like, fuck this, dude. I ended up sneaking back in and then drinking all the beers at the table, dude. And then I don't know how I got home, but that was pretty much it. Like,
yeah.
Just going up to that guy and drinking his beer, the look on his face was like, what the fuck?
I bet.
Like, what is this guy doing?
That's what I would fucking be like if somebody started struggling him on me. I'd be like, who the fuck does this guy think he is, man?
I was like, fuck it, dude. Like, you want to fight him? Fine, dude. I'll give you a reason to fight him. That's what he told me to do. He's like, go chug his beer, bro.
That is fucking hilarious. That's awesome.
Yeah, like one of the many bar fights we've been in, like as a group of friends.
There you go.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's my fucking drunken story.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. Shit, that is great. Yeah, I can only imagine how that dude was.
Yeah. I was stomping that guy out, dude, when my homie was fighting him on the ground. It was great.
That's damn good beer right there. Oh, yeah, dude. Alrighty. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. So I wanted to bring up a topic pretty much just about you have games like PUBG, Overwatch, Friday the 13th. There's these games that are like more multiplayer focused, games as a service that are doing great. Obviously, PUBG and Overwatch are probably doing
well. Friday the 13th is doing great too, though.
Yeah, doing great, especially for teams so small. You know what I mean?
Right.
And PUBG is a pretty small team too. So I wanted to say, like, what company do you think is gonna try to like fucking grab onto this, like sort of thing? Like, I feel like Ubisoft's the easy answer because like they already do that sort of. Like Ubisoft already has Rainbow Six Siege. You know what I mean? Like where that's totally a game as a service that changes, you know, all the time.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, and it's actually a really good game too. I kind of want to get back into that game. It's really fun.
When you said this, it took me a little while, but like EA already tried to get into it with like Battlefront, the first one, and Titanfall, the first one. But I don't think the game itself is good enough to do that, you know? Whereas like Overwatch, that game is fucking amazing. PUBG looks amazing. They all have like a hook, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas
Friday the 13th is fucking awesome just because like I don't even know what it is about that game, but it's just like it's got my hook.
They got
like
they got the level up progression of the counselors. You got different Jasons that you can be that have different plus and minuses, and then like the whole thing being randomized every time the map is like another hook.
Yeah.
You know, whereas like the hook for Overwatch is like you got 5 different classes, and like you have to have players that work together within those classes, you know, and each different character has a different set of skills for each different class. So, you know, and then PUBG, it looks like you just have to like be able to survive 100 people
Loot,
Battle Royale,
collect,
you know?
survive, land, loot, survive type of deal there.
Yeah, so I don't see like Battlefront is like Call of Duty, Battlefield, but just only online. That's why
Yeah,
they put in the fucking story mode in this new one, you know?
right.
Like I don't think these other people, these other companies understand what they need. They need like a like a hook.
Yeah. I will say Titanfall 2 rather, it didn't get as much love as it probably should have. I played that game for a solid 2 months. A solid 2 months of just straight that game. And it really got me. It really did. I was like, I got it. I bought it for like $48 or whatever when it first came out or whatever. But I got it. I started playing it. It's one of the few disc games I own. But it has something there. Titanfall 2 does have something there. And what I think it is I think it has that old feel of the old school Call of Duty games, like the well, not even old school, but the Modern Warfare games.
Yeah.
It has that feel of that, with also being in that futuristic setting, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's hard to see like Call of Duty as like an online only game, like where it only has that one hook of leveling up, getting new guns,
Yeah.
getting, that gets old after years, Whereas like I compare Call of Duty to Overwatch a lot because like Overwatch is first person, different art style, but you level up in Overwatch, but you get like, you don't get anything really. You get some new skins and shit, but it's everybody's different. So that's the hook of that game, I think. Like that's what keeps me coming back. It's hard. It's good. It's easy to be good at every person. It's hard to master everyone.
Right.
So I mean, that's like I couldn't see Call of Duty going like online only because they still need that story for people who like the story,
I could see them going online only, but I don't know. Yeah, I get you.
If this new one does have classes and shit like Overwatch, then they're stepping their game up.
Yeah. I can't wait. Friday, so probably the next drinking games episode, I'll have more to talk about with Call of Duty World War II because I'll be in the private beta.
Oh, you're in the beta? Oh, tight.
Yeah. I'll be in the beta. I pre-ordered the game. That's the only way you can do it. I pre-ordered the game the other day, so yeah.
So what if I pre-order it tomorrow and then I cancel it?
I don't know about that. I'm not 100% sure on how that works.
Because I'll go drop $5 and then I'll cancel that shit real quick.
I'm not 100%
sure
on that. Yeah, I pre-ordered it on the
when is it?
PlayStation Network. August 25th, so Friday is when the private beta will start. So yeah, I'll have more thoughts. I'll have thoughts on that on the next episode.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear about it.
I can't wait to fucking play it. I've been screaming for a World War II Call of Duty game since they stopped doing World War II, honestly. So I really can't wait. It's been almost a decade, so should be fun.
It's been. When did the 360 come out?
Oh
no, their last like World War II game was World at War.
World at War was the last one. I think that came out in like 08?
It was after
07?
Modern Warfare.
I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's right, because it was before my daughter was born, and she was born in 09.
Yeah, I think it was. Oh, whoops. God.
08.
I think it was 08. I'm pretty sure it was 08. Yep, November 11th.
Because I remember.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember playing the fucking beta at my mom's house before I moved out.
Yeah, and that was not as good as the other World War II games, but it was still pretty fucking good.
It's because it was the first one after Modern Warfare, you know?
Yeah, that's what it was too.
And it was the first Treyarch one, right? No. 3 was, but
yeah.
That was like the first online Treyarch one. Because I don't think 3 had online, did it?
I never played 3, I don't think. I don't think it did very well. That was one that was even on the Wii.
So that tells you something.
Yeah, that tells you a lot right there. I think it would be cool if Sony like picked somebody up that could do a Battlegrounds type game. They kind of already had it at one point with Sony Online Entertainment, who is now Daybreak Studios, with King of the Kill. But that's not like a Sony thing anymore, you know, like.
No, it's only on PC.
Yeah, and it's only on PC. And they talked
H1Z1
about
King of the Kill, yep.
Yeah, they talked about maybe bringing it on the PS4, but I remember that being so long ago, like 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know if that's still a thing or not.
Yeah, I don't know. Remember, DayZ was supposed to be on consoles too, so.
Yeah. That's not happening. I don't think ever.
Who even cares about the game anymore?
Yeah, I feel like those games, that game had its that type of game had its time, and I think it's over now.
Yeah.
So.
Especially with this Battle Royale games, like.
Yeah, and I'm sure at some point those will be over. But that's the thing now. It's the Battle Royales. Trying to think, what else? Who else could make a good Battle Royale game?
Or just like an online-only game in general.
Yeah. That could be as popular as like something like Friday the 13th or PUBG. It'd be nice to see Nintendo actually double down on their online service, but still absolute garbage. So.
Right? Yeah, it is. It's fucking whack. I probably will never use it.
Right.
The only reason I'm using the Switch is for Zelda right now. Like, and then Mario later in the year.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, between my kids and I, we got 215 hours in Zelda.
Holy hell, dude. And that's just a bunch of fucking around, too, right?
Yeah, dude, like, we're just dicking around, not even trying to, like, beat the game.
It's cool, man. Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I don't know. I would like to see Blue Point, because we were speaking of Blue Point, they're teaming up with that guy from fucking Unknown Player Unknown's Battlegrounds.
Oh, they
to
are.
do the console version.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense, and that's probably how they're like speeding up the process.
Yeah, for the console.
Okay. All right. So Blue Point.
I don't know. I'd like to see like that Metal Gear Survive, but like PUBG style.
Yes. I don't know how good Metal Gear Survive is really gonna do. I don't even know if I'll really even buy it or not. It matters what the price point is and just what the reception is.
$30.
I'm
gonna call it $30.
If it's $30 and it gets at least a 7.5, I'll probably pick it up. Review wise, if it gets a 7.5 overall, I'll probably pick it up. But like anything other than that, I know the story is not going to be that great. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that great, but the gameplay seems like it's there. I've seen gameplay videos of it. It seems fun. So I don't know. I'll just wait and see on that game. It seems interesting, but also like...
Imagine it though, like PlayerUnknown Battleground style.
Yeah, that would be cool.
With the Metal Gear mechanics.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Right? Like a Battle Royale with Metal Gear style mechanics and graphics. I think that could work.
Oh yeah, especially with those big ass maps they have on MGS5.
Yeah, exactly.
I could see that. Sure. Throw in some zombies just to fucking fuck shit up a little bit.
Just to spice it up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I could see that as being like a good multiplayer, like fucking Battle Royale game.
Oh yeah. Let's do it. We didn't really talk about what we've been playing. So, what have you been playing here lately?
I've been playing like a lot of Overwatch still. I played fucking Friday the 13th last night. I've been playing quite a bit of We Happy Few. Like I discussed it on the other podcast, but like the game is really like, I think it's something special, man. Like, I don't think it's to be for everybody. And if you're going into it thinking that it's a BioShock game, you're wrong. Like, I think at its core, it's like a survival game, kind of like The Long Dark. But you're in like a psychedelic 60s London almost.
Okay.
Where people are on fucking medication to keep them happy. And if you're not on it, you're considered a downer, is what they call you. And like they're out to kill you basically if you're a downer. So like I was saying earlier, like I was sneaking around at night and like I took some joy on accident because I was saving it for when I get into the cities to blend in, This game's about blending in. Like so I got on my joy and I started whooping the shit out of this dude that was trying to fight me, and he was laughing when I was kicking the shit out of him, and I was laughing, and like confetti was like going everywhere every time I fucking swung a pipe at his ass. Like, it's the game is really fucking different. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't know, like, but the survival elements are like, dude, eat a rotten mushroom, and you're gonna start fucking barfing. And then you have to have either like this tea that you can craft or like a pill that will get you over your food poisoning. Or like this quest that I found out of nowhere was like, hey, come back to this spot at night and take some hallucinogenic mushrooms and you'll see what's up. That was the quest. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, okay, like, where do I find these hallucinogenic mushrooms? Like, want to eat some here at night. Like, it's a pretty trippy game. Like, I think if you like the survival genre, you'll enjoy this game.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's cool. It's really cool. Like, I want to play it more and more now that they've streamlined a lot of the UI and the crafting and whatnot, you know?
Sweet. I actually gotta really take a fucking piss. So
Yeah.
I'm going to do that real quick.
I'm going to take you guys with me. How about that?
Fill some time. Tell them some demented
Yeah. The beer is going through him. So, yeah, I don't know. This game's fucking awesome. It's great. I'd recommend it to, I don't know, anybody who likes the survival genre. At one point, the character that you are in the game, he kind of like drops hints about what's coming up next. Like, I was drinking out of a water faucet, basically, like the old-timey pumps, water pump. And he's like, oh, they spiked the fucking water with joy inside the city, so I better bring some canteens. Stuff like that. I find it real interesting. So, like, that game is something special. Like, I'm surprised Gearbox is like publishing it, and I'm surprised it has a $40 season pass. Like, I hope when they bring the story to the game that it delivers on that creepy ass quality. Like, I hope it's just something more than what I'm playing now. Like, I kind of can't explain it. Like, right now there's like a story, but not really. Like the guy that I'm playing, his name's Arthur. I know that much, and he had a brother that died, and that's about it. Like, I played the beginning like 4 or 5 times because of the updates. They wipe my save, so each time I play the beginning, I get like a little glimpse into what the story is, you know? Like, I keep learning more about my character, whereas, like, I don't know, like, I feel like
Homer Simpson.
I feel like they could flesh the story out. Oh, hell yeah.
I feel like I'm slowly.
Did you get that from Universal?
Yeah, I did. I feel like I'm slowly getting more
that's so awesome.
to be Homer's figure here.
Yeah, man. If it wasn't for me working like 10 hours and sweating my ass off in trailers every day and like lifting heavy shit, that's where I would be.
That's how I feel like. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I got this shirt and this hat came together, and it was like $25.
Oh, that's tight.
$30. Yeah, the Duff
What?
hat.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad compared to like everything else at Universal Florida.
Yeah, like I pay fucking $25 for a shirt alone.
Yeah, that was like the big deal. I got it at the Quickie Mart. That was there, so maybe that was part of it. It was just like a little combo they had. There was other shirts that I wanted more than this shirt, but like, you gotta do what you gotta do. I was like, I don't feel like paying that much for that shirt. So I was like,
yeah,
get a hat, get a shirt, whatever. And I like this hat.
I mean, I paid fucking $30 for a shirt of like Bart Simpson. Like, it was white, and then it had Bart Simpson like drinking the squishy,
Oh yeah.
but he was like tie-dyed.
Oh,
It was like a collaboration, like Neff. Have you heard of Neff?
Neff. I don't think I have.
Neff. They're like, I think they're like a snowboard company or something, but like they did a collaboration with The Simpsons, and like they did a bunch of collaborations, like one with Disney. Like I got this dope ass like Disney villains shirt with fucking Captain Hook on it. Like, you know, I don't know, I love Disneyland, so gotta get some shirts to wear over there that I like. But
oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, what kind of Misfits shirt are you wearing? Is it like the classic Misfits shirt?
I'm just wearing the OG one. I needed to get a new one. My old one was all jacked up, so
oh yeah, dude.
I had to get the Misfits, the new one. Like, and then like at Hot Topic, because I got it at Hot Topic, because that's the only place that I know that has the shirt. They were like, "Oh yeah, get another shirt for $10, right?" So I was like, I started looking at Rick and Morty shirts. I was like, "No, I can't do that. I fucking can't do that. Like I have like 10 right now that are Rick and Morty." So like, I ended up buying a Fallout one.
Nice.
So, but yeah, we Happy Few is a great game.
Oh yeah, dude. Sounds awesome. I've still been playing Friday the 13th, obviously. Sonic Mania. I picked that up. That shit is so...
Picked up Sonic Mania?
Yeah, I bought Sonic Mania. That shit is so fucking good. From the visuals, which is like the original Genesis, like Genesis visuals, the soundtrack, you know, is mixed up and sounds like the original Genesis soundtrack. And then the levels, you know, they have it to where it's like, oh, this is familiar, but then like it's different at the same time, you know, like the levels they have.
Yeah.
They have the chemical plant, they have Green Hill Zone or whatever. But all of the boss fights are different. And all, you know, they also change up the levels.
Crazy.
You know, so like the boss fights that you know from the originals are not the same ones that you're fighting in this new one. And they're vastly different, really. I played one 2 days ago, and this is a short game, but I'm kind of like taking my time on it. But I played the end of a level 2 days ago where the boss fight wasn't even a boss fight, but it was a round of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
What the hell?
I was like, this is so fucking crazy that they threw this in this game. Like, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine made it into this fucking game. Are you fucking kidding?
Yeah,
only
that's fucking
real
crazy.
Sonic fans will know what the fuck Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ. Like, that was so fucking awesome. Like, when that happened, I was like, is this really fucking happening? And yes, it was. So, yeah, that game, you know, so far is doing everything fucking excellent, dude. That makes Sonic feel like how Sonic should always feel. So, kudos to the people who made it that aren't Sega or Sonic Team, because it was people who are fans of Sonic who actually made this game.
Really?
Like something head cannon or something like that. I don't even remember. But the developers aren't Sonic Team.
Wow.
Yeah, they did they did a better job than Sonic Team ever would have. You know what I mean? Like, it's so fucking good. It's really good, dude. $20, really good price for it. Only
I'm surprised Devin
downside.
didn't say anything.
Well, Devin did say that this. The only downside to this game really is that there's no platinum to it.
No, who cares?
Platinum trophy. So
I don't care.
I believe it's also on Switch. If you have a Switch, get it on Switch. If you don't give a fuck about platinum trophies, I don't really care.
Yeah,
about platinum
Damien
trophies
has it.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. I recommend it to everybody. But yeah, I played that. I played Friday the 13th. And shit, not much else, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I keep to the same old games. Like sometimes, well, I did play a little bit of Hitman. Like, I go back to that time and
That
time.
game,
So
that game is so fucking good. I can't wait to see when that team decides to make the second season of Hitman.
well, they got let go.
Well, they got let go from Square Enix, but it seems like they still have
Yeah.
and property. It seems like
No, yeah, they have the property.
So that's good. So
They still own Hitman.
If they find like, I'm just sitting here like, what are you waiting for, Sony? Like, pick up that fucking studio. If there was ever a studio to pick up the fucking.
It'd be IO, right?
Yeah, dude. Like, that fucking studio makes rock solid games, dude. Like, all the Hitman games have been fucking amazing, dude. Blood Money is my highlight.
Yeah.
And this game is fucking leaps and bounds above Blood Money. So, like.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't know why Square let them go. Like, it's stupid.
Probably because they had such a hard on for how much Final Fantasy 15 made, so they thought they didn't need more. Even though I did not like Final Fantasy, granted, I've only played like 8 to 12 hours of Final Fantasy 15. I'm just not impressed. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's not that great. Speaking of Final Fantasy games, I did start Final Fantasy X again. Like, I had the remaster version. Well, here's the thing. I was gonna I downloaded the game, and I thought my save file was still gonna be there. I thought it was in the cloud still, and it wasn't. Somehow something got lost. So I had to start back from the beginning, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to start this game from the beginning again. So I stopped.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Yeah. Shit.
How's that stone treating you, dude?
I'm feeling pretty fucking good right
now. Oh, shit. Yeah, man, that shit has some kick. I'd be surprised if you get through fucking 3, man.
I don't think I'm getting through 3 on this podcast. Mainly because I don't know what the fuck else we're talking about here. But also just because, shit, I just started the second one. So, and I drank quite a bit on the last podcast too. So
yeah, that's how we roll.
Fucking A. This is a drinking podcast where we talk about games, and that's a games podcast where we also drink. So there's that.
Yeah.
At least me and you, most of the time. Do you want to talk about anything else before we wrap this up?
No, I think I said what I needed to say, like about We Happy Few. Like I went off about it kind of when you took a piss. So.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
I was going nuts, kind of.
I'll definitely have to check that game out. It seems like it's pretty fucking awesome. So.
Yeah, I recommend it to people. Like if you like the survival genre and you're into like trippy psychedelic shit, definitely pick it up.
I was trying to think of the movie that Christian Bale was in that reminds me of this game. And it's called
I don't know.
And it came out before The Matrix. And it was kind of like The Matrix. Equinox, Equalizer. Shit. I gotta look this up before we end this podcast. I have to.
Dad.
So I'm gonna IMDb Christian Bale. Just because I gotta remember. I want to recommend this.
It reminds you of this game?
That reminds me of this game, yes. Because there's a pill that people take in this movie that make them not feel anything. And then Christian Bale decides he's not going to take the pill anymore. And he starts feeling shit.
And they start calling him a downer?
Well, not only do they call him a downer, but they like go after him. Because you're supposed
to that's this game.
Take this fucking pill.
Be on this fucking pill, yeah.
Equilibrium. Everybody watching this podcast, check out the movie Equilibrium. It came out in 2002. And it is a bad...
That's an older movie.
It is a pretty old movie. It came out before The Matrix, and it's The Matrix before The Matrix was The Matrix. And there's a badass scene in the movie where he's in a like white suit, and he's like fucking fighting people with a sword, and he's like slashing people up, and like
really?
His, white suit is getting like stained with blood. It's fucking awesome. Just check it out.
Oh, dude, I'm going to have to check it out, yeah.
Yeah, Equilibrium. It's a really good movie. Everybody should watch it. Not a very well-known Christian Bale movie. So, yeah.
Yeah, I never knew that he was in that.
Yeah. Really good movie, though. If that's going to be it, I think that's it. Yeah, everybody's good. That is the third episode of Drinking Games. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Episode 3. We're gonna keep on going until it has 2 zeros behind it too, and then even more. No.
300. LBC. Crip.
Hell yeah.
Flashing gang signs.
Yeah.
What?
I don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Drinking games, son.
Yeah, drinking game. Anyways, that's the third episode. If you like this, like it, subscribe to the show, share it with friends.
And just generally be cool.
Be a cool person, comment, and drink along with us. I do not know right at this moment what we're going to be drinking in the next episode. But just drink along with us anyways. Just buy whatever beer.
Drink whatever you got. Yeah. Steel Reserve, Old English, Four Locos.
Oof.
It doesn't have to be this hoity-toity beer, you know? Like, get a 40 of some Schlitz.
Yeah, there you go.
And fucking drink it up, right?
Steel Reserve.
Just drink with us.
You know what?
High gravity.
You just reminded me of a great story for the next episode. So anybody still watching, you'll get that story next week, and it'll be
To be
fun.
continued.
To be continued on that one. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can follow me at Brian Petit, and James doesn't have any real social media that you can follow him at.
Oh, you
But-
can find me on Instagram at Van Gordy.
Yeah,
Boom.
and he
I'm gonna
does
start giving out my Instagram.
And he does stream a lot on Sky Matrix's channel. That's Sky,
Sky
with
Matrix.
an E. Just
SKYE
yeah,
Matrix
yeah.
at Twitch.
He does a lot of that shit. What have you been playing over on there here lately?
Oh, just my usual shit, man. I was actually looking at maybe streaming some Red Faction Gorilla. No, Red Faction. What's the free one? There's a free one this month, and I was thinking about streaming it.
Is it on Xbox?
Not Gorilla, the one after it. The blue one. The one with all the blue.
Oh shit.
Red Faction. And it's more story oriented.
I don't even remember because Gorilla. What the fuck was that?
Red Faction something. Or I was thinking about picking up Metal Gear Rising. Revengeance.
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance is a good game. If you don't even want to pick it up, I can send that shit to you.
I was gonna pick it up, man. Like I saw it for $5, so, and it just became backwards compatible.
That is the best Mega Man game ever.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good, and it has that Mega Man quality.
Might stream that, or
you beat a boss,
I might
and then
stream
you
that,
get its
or-
powers pretty much. So
ooh,
yeah,
that's tight.
yeah, it's really fucking
I
good.
did not know that.
Yeah.
I might stream that, or that Red Faction, or I don't know,
Red
man.
Faction
Whatever
Underground?
I feel like.
No,
I guess
it's not Underground. I don't remember what the fuck the name of that game. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the game, the name of that game.
or maybe Bayonetta. Like, who knows what I'll play?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I wait until I get home from work at like 3 in the morning, and then I just start playing whatever I feel like. So
Yeah. Maybe I was thinking, and this is funny because like I meant to not make the sign off this long like the other episodes, but fuck it. I was thinking about because the other episodes the sign off was really long too, but
fuck yeah, fuck
I-
it, dude. Drunk rambling.
yeah, whatever. We're drinking the whole time, so you should get used to it. I wanted to maybe think about doing a stream once a week where like I don't want to ask you to do a stream because you already got so much shit to do anyways. But maybe I'll do a stream once a week that I put up on the drinking games.
Yeah, man. If you just give me the sign-in shit, like
Yeah.
I can do that.
But I'd also like to do that too, where like it's like I don't know, like we'll do something like I feel like Friday the 13th is such an easy game to stream. So like
Yeah, the game's rad. Well, maybe we could just both get on there in a group then.
yeah. We should do that pretty soon. Anyways, I'm not gonna waste any of you guys' more time.
Hold on. Wait. Red Faction Armageddon.
Armageddon. That's the name of it. Okay, there you go. Yep, there's all the blue that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Faction Armageddon. That's a good one. I was thinking about there was also another Red Faction game that came in between. It was called like Battlegrounds or Battlefield or
Really?
something like that. It was like a online only type game.
Oh yeah, no, it didn't. It didn't get fucking. It didn't get off the ground. I don't think.
Oh, okay. But anyways, we'll catch you guys next time. If you like this, please like it. We are not sponsored by Stone, even though we've
No.
drank 2 of their beers so far, and
And Dogfish Head.
And Dogfish Head. That was a really good beer too. But everybody have a great one. Like it if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Just let us know if you what we could improve upon. If not, have a good one.
Yes.
And peace out.
I'm playing